Alright guys, this video we're going to learn how to find the probability given population mean, population standard deviation, and simple mean. Obviously score more than 1. So if you know how to find the probability, an appropriate formula to use, please do so. Pause the video, do it yourself and check the answer later on with me. I'm going to actually pull out the information. What is given versus what is not given. I'm going to actually work it out here. So mean is given. So the mean is given, which is 105. And also standard deviation is given. So standard deviation is given as a 15. Also this one is given as a m is equal to 100. Simple mean. I want to make sure we understand that x bar is the same as m. So again, this is the same thing but different notation. So bunch of number you add, divide by number of number, that gives you a simple mean. It can be x bar or it can be m. It's basically technically meaning the same. Okay. So now what is the question is asking? Find the probability greater than. So this is the question actually. Find the probability m greater than 100. This is what we are looking for actually. Obviously clearly you see that, right? So if you do a, n is given as what? N is given as a 9 sample. Okay, so everything we have, all we do, we just plug it in. So which formula we do plug it in? There is a two formula. One formula is like that. Look, z is equal to x minus mean over standard deviation. Or we have another one, sample mean minus population mean over standard error of the mean. So remember, this one is for one sample. This is for one sample. And this one is for more than one sample. More than one sample. So we have to know which formula we must use. So clearly we are being given as a 9 sample. You're given a 9 sample. So we should use this one rather than the first one. So I'm going to erase the first one. You understand what is the reason, right? Okay. So I'm erasing the first one here. Okay, so z, of course, that's a z-score. So z-score is equal to sample mean, in this case, is 100 minus population mean 105 over 15 over square root of 9. Do you know what is all this about? Look, that's the sample mean. Come back right there. That's the population mean. Come right here. And that's standard deviation. Goes a little bit down there. Okay, it's down just right here. And of course, that's the n. Okay, that's the n. Now, all we do, we use our calculator. Take a calculator. Any calculator is going to work actually. Okay, so I'm going to have 100. Well, put down this n over d. 100 minus 105 over 15 n over d again. Then we need square root, second x square, 9, enter. -1. So clearly we have a -1 equal to -1.00. So z-score, now I want to actually show you that the normal curve. There is a reason why I'm doing this actually. So -1 should be here, and obviously that's the -1, and you're looking for area to the right. I want to make sure we understand that we're looking for area to the right. So you're looking at big face actually here. Remember, you're looking greater than, z greater than. Okay, so our answer problem comes off like that. It's just problem is basically z greater than negative 1.00. What is that? That's what we're looking for. Okay, so we go to the z table. We go to the z table, a table like this one. Okay, and obviously it's negative. Well, remember, the z table doesn't give you area to the right. Z table gives area to the left by default. So if you go to the z table, if you want to check out the specific g negative, right? So negative 1.00, that's 15%. Look, do you think it's going to be 15% this whole thing? No, something wrong, right? So area to the right is always 1 minus area to the left of z. So whatever you get, you subtract from 1, or you can just look into this positive side. You can just look into positive 1.00. That should be your answer, 0.8413. Again, you just get the answer like this actually here. So, you know, 1 minus 0.1587. You put down in the calculator, it should give you what? Let's check it out. 1 minus 0.1587. 8413. Look, if you do this right, that's 8413, clearly as you see. So 1.00. Well, this is the opposite table. If you want to do opposite table, you don't have to subtract from 1. If we use the same table like this one, right, negative table, negative z-score, you go to the, well, since I have a negative 1 as a z-score, so I go to the negative 1, but again, look, it doesn't make sense. It's like 15%, 0.1587. So if you know you subtract from 1, it should get the answer actually. So that should give you 0.8413. That is the answer, and that is basically this part we are looking. This is what the question is asking. Look, the z-score always gives area to the left, which was this piece here. This piece is basically here. Okay, so I took my time to make sure everyone understand how to find area to the right. Okay. All right, remember there was a couple of questions given, right? So another one was given as a sample of 25. So I'm gonna actually go a little bit quicker here. Okay. So z-score. So now we do b. So z-score is equal to, same thing, 100 minus 105 over 15 over square root of, in this case, is given as a 25. So n is equal to 25. Sample size is given n equal to 25. So I'm going to erase this. So this n is equal to 25. So that's b. Okay. So I did the calculation ahead of time, and it gives me negative 1.67. Okay, so again, we go to the negative side or we go to the positive side. Instead of looking negative side, we can look into the positive side also. Just positive side. So that gives us basically negative 1.67. We look into positive 1.67, positive 1.6, and we go under the 7, 1.6, and of course this is a 7, as you clearly see. Okay, this is a 7. 0.9525, or you do other way around, it basically gives you same answer. So our probability in this case is here, probability is 0.05 9525. That's for B. Let's do C. So C says, well, z-score in this case n is given as 100. Well, how I am getting all this information? Look, it's given up here actually. See? So it's given 25, 100. I just did 29 and 25. Now I'm going to do sample size 100. So I'm going to just do this problem down here. With the same technique, we're going to substitute. So we do z is equal to 100 minus 105 over 15 over square root of 100. That should give us negative 3.33. And I did it ahead of time, so you can check it out actually. Remember, we must have z-score as the 2 decimal places. So of course, and you go to the z table, it gives you the probability of 0.996. 19196. Let me erase this here a little bit. So that's the probability. Okay, I hope you understand how to find the area to the right given a sample size more than 1. Thank you.